Welcome to the Shergroup podcast, where we share ideas on how to help businesses grow and prosper in the online world. Join host, Chief Shergroup Claire Sambrook as she discusses her digital journey and how Shergroup is helping thousands to keep their business flowing and growing. Here on the Shergroup podcast.
So, good afternoon. It's Claire from Shergroup with Shergroup on the Sofa. Welcome to our channel today. And I'm delighted to introduce our guest, Donna Filippone, who is the president of my BNI chapter. So before we get into our conversation, Donna, I told you I just want to give a little shout out to my nephew, Ross Saunders, who's our #1 fan. So say hello to Ross as well, Donna, for me.
Hey Ross, how are you? So glad you're watching today.
Oh, there you go. All the way from Orlando. So I just want to get into it. I mean, I'm so impressed with what you do for BNI. You are a bundle of energy. It's fantastic to see that. So you had a birthday recently. Just tell us a little bit about that. Go on, don't be shy. I know you're not shy.
Right. Yeah, not shy, right? But I have to tell you, so I just turned 57, but wow. 56, right? I know, that's what I said.
56. I didn't say 57 because you don't look anywhere near 57.
Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. You're so kind. Well, it's so funny. When I was turning 50, nobody knew how old I was because I always said my husband was much older than me, which really he wasn't. So when they had the surprise 50th, everybody really knew how old I was. But long story short is, I started to own my own age, right? And I started to own it. Like I owned 56. I was on it. I love telling people I was 56. I really felt like I was 26 and I felt amazing. But then somebody said, "Oh, you're having a birthday. You're going to be 57. Well, I think I had paralysis, like just hearing 57, which is still rather young in today's society. But for me, I was like, what do you mean 57? It blew my mind because I don't feel 57. And I just couldn't comprehend 57. Like I own 56, but all of a sudden something about 57. So you know what? Then you just have to accept it. And we're all going to get old. It's how you treat it. Age is just a number. It doesn't represent anything except we've been on the earth longer. We made more mistakes than other people, right? That's what it means. We have more experiences than other people. And so now I can say 57, but leading up to it, I thought, wow, it doesn't look right. When I see 5 and 7 next to my name, I'm like, what does that mean? So I think it all just comes to being confident in your body, no matter what age you're at. And if you're feeling great, feeling amazing, then you feel younger, which means the number doesn't matter. Like I'm hoping to still feel this great when I'm 70 and when I'm 80, and so that's the important thing. Age is just a number. It might be shocking at first, but you'll get over it and just own it. It's a lot more fun to just own it instead of worry about it.
Yeah. And I think we're in a generation now where getting older is much more fun than it was perhaps for our parents,
So true. Right.
But you never knew how my mother was, and she's now 93. So there you go. So, all right. So you are a bundle of energy, as I said. You look great. But we've all been through this terrible last 2 years, haven't we? It's been tough. I mean, I'm sure it's been tough for you. It's been tough for everybody. How do you think that people are taking their health more seriously? Is it a bit of a wake-up call for us?
Oh, for sure. I absolutely think people are now taking a look at their health, taking a look at their body. I mean, obviously everybody knows there's been weight gain when people are staying home or whatever, whatever their issues are. I think it just compounded right over the last few years. And then all of a sudden people are like, wait a minute, I used to be able to eat this food, but now when I eat it, I feel bloated, or I used to be able to do all this other activity and I'm so tired. And I think people are just realizing that we have one body, we have one lifetime. What are we going to do about that? And I always say people take better care of their cars than they do their bodies. Honestly, they take their cars for oil changes. They take their cars to get checked. They get new tires. They always are fixing up their car. What are you doing for your body? And I really think that people are starting to realize, hey, I need to take care of this body, not wait till it breaks down. right? You want to keep the maintenance going. And so I do feel that a lot of people are reaching out to me more like, hey, how can I get healthy? Hey, how can this affect what I'm doing in life? Or, hey, I need a new lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle. It doesn't mean we're perfect. It doesn't mean I'm not going to eat the pizza or whatever, but it's like it's a lifestyle to just make your body be the strongest it is. What we put in our body fuels our body, or, I really feel like food can be your best form of medicine or your worst poison kind of thing, right? So we have to be more conscious. And I think people are reading more labels. They're really trying to see what foods might be sabotaging their own body and their own health.
Yeah. Yes. My mother had a very good comment about that, sugar. She's just, the bottom line was stay away with it. I've not taken her advice very well, but that's coming from somebody who's been there and done that, I suppose. But, so before you got into the wellness industry, I mean, you're a huge advocate for this, and you're a living, walking, talking advert for it. But you had a great career before that. What was that? What were you doing before you got into all this?
Right. So previous to getting into the wellness field, I was actually active. I owned several dancing schools, and I did it for almost 20 years. I mean, that was my first passion, was dance. I had 2 locations. I had about 1,000 students. I had 16 teachers on staff. So it was a big business, and I absolutely loved it. But even as I was teaching, I could see dancers don't have the greatest eating habits. And, when you're young, you can kind of get away with eating certain foods and it doesn't affect you. As you get older, those foods start to affect you. So we always dreamed of moving to Florida. I sold the businesses. We moved to Florida, and I was still, looking for something to do. And it kind of fell into my lap, where I was kind of feeling like I was a little bit overweight for a dancer, right? For me, 5 pounds on me, 10 pounds on me felt like, 20 pounds, 50 pounds. Everybody looks at their own body and sees their own image the way they want to see it, right? But I wasn't feeling myself. And so I kind of fell into the wellness industry, and I thought, this is just amazing. Like, I can, truly control maybe some symptoms and things that I was having personally. And just by changing food or getting the right nutrients, I really feel that, again, fueling your body with the right nutrients can make a world of difference. And so I'm happy to say I've been in the wellness industry about 10 years now. And so I absolutely love it. I have a passion for helping other people, and you don't need to suffer. You know what I mean? It's just, if you can change the way you're feeling just by changing some of your food, that's like a bonus, right? That's a bonus.
Yeah. And also, I was talking to Karen in our group about yoga and just staying away from meds. I mean, I guess that you want people to stay away from meds and just, use their diet to really.
Right. Well, if you think about it, when you start taking meds, which of course you need, so of course, whatever your doctor says, you got to listen to your medical doctor. But what happens is when you start taking one pill, and then all of a sudden that has a side effect, and then you're taking another pill or something to counteract that side effect, and you take another pill for that. Before you know it, you're taking a handful of pills. And so if you can fix it holistically, then try that too, right? So there is no right and wrong, but of course, listen to your doctor. But if you can find a way of helping it without getting all those side effects, for example, some of the pain meds, I don't do great on pain meds. They make me loopy in the head, right? And they upset my stomach. So I can't take a lot of, pain meds that are out there. So I'd rather look for something more holistic to do.
Yeah, that's good advice. So, okay, so us girls, I mean, what do we complain about most with our bodies? What's the sort of number one thing that people bring to you and say, Donna, have you got something for this?
That's what I mean. Honestly, the number one thing that most women complain about is weight. I mean, that's whether it's 5 pounds, 50 pounds, whatever, you always know somebody that says, oh, I'd love to drop 5 pounds. And it seems like we're always trying to chase that perfect body. You don't have to be perfect, but you want to feel great. And that's the important thing. So sometimes just losing inches is not unless a weight scale can be a vicious cycle. If you constantly are getting on a scale, put the scale in the garage, put it away, or get rid of it. Scale is just one number, and it doesn't necessarily mean the fat in your body. So, so don't worry, don't stress over the weight. It's how you feel, and the inches, how your clothes are feeling. A lot of times many women complain about bloating, and so there's ways you can handle bloating, and there's also ways you can handle wrinkles, right? I mean, that's another complaint as we get older, we're Gen X, and so, wrinkles, and so how do we age gracefully? And so a lot of people do complain about there, and there are ways of doing it. And I've talked to so many women who say, well, I'm 55 or I'm 60 and it's just the way it is. I'm in menopause. It's just the way it is. I take this. It's just the way it is. I have wrinkles. It's just the way it is. Well, no, you can change it. It doesn't have to be. That's what happens when you get older, right? We control our future. We control our health. What are you willing to do to make those tiny adjustments can make huge differences, right? So you don't have to, and again, wrinkles are great, that we earn these wrinkles, right? But of course we want to age gracefully. And, if we can kind of, find that, you don't have to like suffer through, oh, I can't look in the mirror anymore. I can't take a picture anymore because I don't like the way I look. If you feel like that, let's change it, right? You don't need to go around hiding from a camera, hiding from your friends. I had a client who, actually a gentleman who used to coach football when he was, younger. Well, by this time he was, honestly, like 100 pounds overweight, but he stayed in his house. He was embarrassed to see his friends. He couldn't go up a flight of stairs without losing his breath. So, I helped him out. He ended up dropping 100 pounds over a year. And guess what? Now he's running marathons. I mean, that's life changing. He's owning his life. He's living his life. You don't need to just hide in your house. Get some help, right? Or do something about it. So, with social media that's out there, there's ways of reaching out and you can get help. So if you're stuck like that, reach out, and you're not alone. There's a lot of people that feel like that, but, get out there. It will get better.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're all in the same boat. We're all chasing that perfect body, whatever that apparently looks like. And I agree with you. Get rid of the scales, and because it just goes on and on and on in your mind. So you just lose that. You don't need to worry about that. Right. So you mentioned to me about this phrase, which I don't think I've ever suffered from, but I'm going to say it to you, which is skinny fat. What the heck is skinny fat? What does that mean?
So it's kind of like, there's so many fad diets that are out there, and you don't really need a diet. You need a lifestyle, right? So a lifestyle is going to be a healthy lifestyle that you can sustain and stop the yo-yo effect. Yo-yo is you drop 20 pounds, you gain 10 back. You drop 30 pounds, you gain 5 back. And it just keeps going on. It's a vicious cycle. So what happens is skinny fat is when you maybe do a calorie deficit, which is okay if you're doing it the right way. Right. And if you're adding in protein. So what happens is some people might lose some weight, but they're not eating properly. They're starving themselves or whatever they're doing. And then they're losing muscle and they're fatigued. They have no energy. So that's what we call skinny fat. And then also some people that are extra skinny, their organs might be fatty. Right. And so what are you doing to maintain your organs? Okay. You need to make sure your organs are properly functioning. And one of those would be, maybe doing a detox in your gut health, Yeah.
Skinny fat. I almost aspire to be skinny fat, but now it doesn't sound good. So I'm not going to do that. And the other sort of thing that is sort of becoming popular as a sort of a thing to make you feel younger is this kind of miracle product, collagen. So what does it do for your body, and which one is the best for you? Is it really the fountain of youth? Come on.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So, right. We all are looking for that fountain of youth. And of course, Right. And so anytime we can get closer to it, we're all like, yes. I mean, collagen is a buzzword around the internet. No matter where you go, everybody's talking collagen. But what does it actually do for you? So, some of the key benefits are it can help with joint discomfort. It can help lose weight, help with hair growth, acne, loose skin, sleep. There's so many different benefits, even cellulite, sometimes knee aches and hair loss, things like that. Nails. I went to the nail salon And my nail tech was saying, wow, my nails are getting so much stronger and they're growing so fast. I went to my hairstylist and she was like, wow, you're like, she had to use more product on my hair. I don't know, maybe because their hair colored, right? So she had to get more hair product to put on because she ran out. She said, because my hair is thicker and I have new hair growth coming in. Like, I mean, honestly, I would get out of the shower and have globs of hair. And it's kind of gross for some people to listen to. Or I would shed everywhere. Like everywhere, like, oh my God, are you shedding? Your hair's like everywhere. I would brush my hair and like tons of it would come out. And now I can get out of the shower and there's no hair in the drain. And you would think I won the lottery, right? But for me, my hair was thinning. It was like tiniest ponytail. And I thought, oh, this is like a miracle. So for me, I was like, what is this breaking off? And my hairstylist said, no, it's new hair growth. So for me, that was amazing. But, you know, if you're looking for that fountain of youth or the Botox in a bottle, whatever, you know, it's just something that our body stops producing collagen, right? And so that is the one factor that leads to our aging ailments that we have, right? You know what I mean? And so if you can add in the collagen, but here's the difference is that you want to make sure you're having a good medical grade liquid collagen. And so the difference is, you know, there's some powders out there, there's all different kinds that are out there. And it's proven that, you know, 90% of the medical grade liquid collagen is absorbed into your body versus the powders, only 30% is absorbed into your body. So that's a huge, huge difference.
Oh, wow. So, well, I guess that's something that we all need to get on our Christmas list or birthday list, right? You know,
for sure. I mean, you know, it's, I mean, quality of life is everything, right? Yeah. And we all want longevity in life, but you know, you want to be having a life that you can enjoy, right? And so, if it, you know, even if it helps a little bit, like I had a client, she went away on vacation and forgot to pack her collagen. And a few days into her vacation, she noticed she had some discomfort, and she realized that the collagen totally made a huge difference in her life.
Okay. Well, that's important. And another thing that I've been reading about is gut health. Now, tell me about gut health. I mean, you know, this is not a gender specific thing. I mean, these things are not specific to any particular gender, are they? They work for everybody. So gut health, tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, your gut basically rules your body. It's like your second brain. And if your gut is unhealthy, the rest of your body is going to be unhealthy, you know, because your gut, I mean, if your gut's not healthy, you're going to have the acne, you're going to have this, everything we talked about, right? It all stems from your gut. So, you know, maybe just doing a 3-day cleanse to detox the gut. Like even with the weight loss we were talking about, some people might lose weight, but they'll gain it back because they still have those toxins, and the toxins are like magnets for the fat cells. So it's just holding on to the fat no matter what you do. So again, the skinny fat, they might get skinny, but they didn't get rid of the toxins in their gut. So it's going to see, as soon as they start eating again, whatever, it's just going to stay there and just blow up again. So you really want to just get a good detox, a good maybe 3-day cleanse or 7-day cleanse, maybe do it once a month, because there's toxins around us everywhere. No matter if you eat clean, right? And what I thought was clean originally years ago was really not clean. So things have changed. Broccoli is not the same broccoli it used to be years ago, right? And so all of the toxins around us, the air we breathe, the medicine we're taking, it all leaves deposits in our gut. And so you do want to do a gentle, you know, and frequent, you know, maybe cleanse once a month, once every few months. Everybody's body's a little bit different. So you just have to go by, you know, what your body needs, but huge difference in your body when you can clean up your gut. And so everything revolves around your gut health. Yeah,
I'm reading a lot about that. So what would be your top three secrets to aging gracefully? What do you think?
Yeah, well, top 3 is going to be hard to just say just 3, right? So there's like a bunch.
I know you've got a lot more.
Right. So, I mean, number one, obviously, is water. We really don't drink enough water. Okay. So, right. Yeah. I got mine too. Right. Too. But I challenge you to really measure what you're drinking, because I had a client and she's like, oh, I always drink water. I always have water with me. It's like, great. Let's just do an experiment and just do me a favor and just make a note of how many ounces or liters that you are drinking. And you know what? By the end of the day, she was barely drinking one glass of water. Because she was just like carrying it around all the time, but she never really measured. So you want to drink about half your body weight in ounces of water every day. And so I challenge you, if you say you drink a lot of water, keep a record of it and just add it up for a day and really see what you're truly putting in your body. Okay. And then that'll be a good judge to see where you need to go. So that would be the first thing is drink half your body weight in water. The second one is start a liquid collagen regimen. I mean, as I said, our body stops producing it as we get older. And so actually around like the age of 28. So you want to start, again, choose a good collagen, medical grade liquid collagen. And so start on a collagen regimen. So that would be number 2. And the third tip is move your body. Okay. If, as we get older, especially if you don't move it, you're going to lose it. And I truly believe that. All right. You need to get active. Walking. It doesn't have to mean go join a CrossFit. Actually, that's way too intense for a lot of people. Walking is awesome. About 7,500 steps a day, but everybody's body's different. Maybe you need to up that. Maybe you need to start with just a few steps. Just start something. Even if you're sitting in a chair, there's ways you can do movement in sitting in a chair, right? So
my friend started chair yoga yesterday. So she's telling me. So,
Right. And you don't you don't have to do all these crazy things. Simple movement. If you're talking on the phone, go walk while you're talking. I'm a big person that likes to multitask. Can you tell? I'm always doing different things. So
not at all.
You're right. What are you talking about? Right. So, if I can go outside for a walk while I'm talking, right. That's a great thing. Guess what? If you watch TikTok, follow me on TikTok. But I did this one TikTok where I was washing dishes. So I have 4 kids and I have 2 granddaughters. Right. And so they all laugh at me and tease me because I'm doing dishes and doing like squats with my legs at the same time. So you have to watch this video because I kind of embarrass my kids all the time, but they're like, Mom, what are you doing? Oh, don't record that. Oh, don't post that. You know what? Guess what? Be yourself, be you, and don't worry what people think, right? But be you. But again, you're washing dishes. Why not do some leg raises, some calf raises, right?
I'm with you.
So if you find me on TikTok, you'll see it. And I'm doing like these little bends with my legs, but it makes sense. I don't always have time. I don't have time. I don't go to a gym and spend an hour. I do things if I'm on the phone too. I might do some like little plies from dance or something, or you can maybe squats. If you're shaking up a shaker, a protein shake, do some jump squats with it or do some jumps, even just jumping. Do you ever try just jump for like 30 seconds? Like jump rope is an awesome exercise, right? You don't need a jump rope to do it. You can just shake your shake and jump. My kids laugh at me all the time. They're like, Mom, what are you doing? Mom, don't do that in public. Mom, right? Here's another quick one. When you're at the gas station and you're waiting for it to fill up, it was so funny. And I have another TikTok video on that too. But you can do like, there's like a little ledge around it, like a little step up, right? You can do up, down, down with your feet. And do that as fast as you can while your pump is going. Okay, you might get some looks, some stares, and it's okay. I had a guy applaud for me once. He was like, because again, make use of your time, and so I just stand there. You could do bends, you can do anything, just move your body. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not going to advocate you use your cell phone at a gas station. You know that.
No, not use your cell phone at a gas station. Use do the step up, step down, right? So like bend your knees, do some bends, jump up and down, while it's pumping, right.
Great job. I'm with you. I think if you haven't got time to go to a gym, you've got to fit the exercise in around your routine. I certainly go walking and I talk to my team in the morning while I'm walking because otherwise I'm just sitting at my desk talking to them. So I might as well be walking and talking to them at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's water, collagen, and exercise. I think are your 3 top tips.
Yep.
Now, you've built a business around wellness and health, and you are an influencer. And I know you're growing your TikTok. I mean, I love what you're doing on social media. I think it's fantastic. It's so original and so cool. And I'm totally into that, as you know. So you're an influencer. You're a marketeer. What are you doing to expand your business? How's that going for you?
It's going great. So I'm looking to expand in, of course, UK, which I know I love. Someday I'm going to get there. I can't wait to visit Europe and all there. So I want to expand into Europe, definitely the UK area, Canada, Australia, Japan, India. So I have great vision and great passion to help more people and to reach out into those countries as well. And so, I'm in like 21 different countries. And so I would like to build up, the teams in those areas and help more people.
Fantastic. And I think it's great that you don't feel constrained by geography. You're breaking out of the United States and going global, girl. So that's really amazing. Amazing. Yes. So what's the call to action for you today? What do you want our listeners to do in terms of, what your business is and how you can help them? Where can they reach you?
So actually, a great call to action would be, just hit me up a message. I have a free guide for aging gracefully. And so if you want a free guide, just type in either comment on this video or send me a DM either way. And then I can definitely get you the free guide. And then also put those 3 things that I talked about into action, because you can do all the listening you want. You can do all the training you want. You can do all the research you want. Unless you take that knowledge and put it into action, it's almost as if you didn't learn anything, right? So I'm going to challenge you today. Drink half your body weight in water today. Start today. Don't wait till tomorrow. All right. Start today and start walking, getting some steps in. Don't take the elevator if you can. Take the steps. Do little things like that every day. And then get that free guide. It'll give some other great useful tips in there as well.
And does that include where they can get liquid collagen?
Sure, I can put that in there for you. Or just if anybody's looking for the liquid collagen, then yes, just type that in the comments or send me a DM, all the above. Yeah, that's great too. I can definitely hook you up with that.
Great, because not everybody knows where to get that. And obviously they've heard you today and they'll be going, well, she's the person that can help me get on this bandwagon. So I think that's really important. Yeah. Okay, well, Donna, that's a great interview that sort of runs through how you can start getting us all healthier and feeling better about ourselves. And as I say, you're a ball of energy. So thank you so much for guesting on this session of Shergroup on the Sofa. It's been a delight. And I hope that we'll see you again in the future and you can come back and tell us about more success stories and how you're finding the UK market. We've got a lot of UK listeners, so we'd love to hear your experience elsewhere in the world.
Great.
So for everyone else, thanks for staying with us on this episode of Shergroup on the Sofa. You can visit our official website at shergroup.com, where we have more updates in our solutions hub, and you can follow us on Facebook. We're at Shergroup, and on Instagram, Shergroup Chatter. Connect with us on LinkedIn. I have a big LinkedIn following. Shergroup's growing its following. And importantly, subscribe to us on YouTube. Just press the subscribe button. We want to get our followers up on YouTube because we think these sessions are talking to our community. Donna, you're part of our community now. And we want to share all the good people that we meet in Shergroup. We want to share their businesses with you because we think that they can make a difference to someone in our community.
For sure.
And that's why we want you to be part of what we're doing. And you can tune into my podcast as well. I talk about marketing. I talk about things that help business owners because not just security, but everything that goes with making a modern business successful, particularly after the pandemic and particularly in the light of the change to digital marketing, which I know Donna is totally into as well. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Donna. And I look forward to hearing more success from you in the future. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye, Ross.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Shergroupie podcast. To join our Shergroupie community, subscribe by going to our website at www.shergroup.com. Keep up with the latest Shergroup news across all our main channels, including YouTube, LinkedIn, and across all social media. Stay connected and begin building more business relationships.